Welcome, and thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I'm going to do a quick little switcheroo. Oh, of course, my mouse is. Oh, yeah. It always turns off when you're not paying attention to it. I just got this brand new mouse for my computer yesterday, and it's completely a different world. I haven't used a mouse in 10 years because I've been working off of a laptop, and my laptop has its own little tracking pad. And then it was really interesting because I was talking to Scotty the other day, and he was like, you are using your wrist all the time on that tracking pad, the constant like clicking and stuff. Because I asked him to do some stuff to help me for my launch tomorrow. And because I was really exhausted. And so I delegated to him. And when he was doing it, he's like, man, that cannot be good for your wrists, constantly like clicking and playing on the tracking pad. And so he was like, you should really think about getting yourself like an ergonomic mouse. So I got this really adorable little mouse. It's a silver one, and it changes colors. It lights up. It's cycling through the colors as we speak. And I got it on a Black Friday sale. It didn't even cost me like $20. And I automatically find myself going back to the trackpad when I'm not thinking about it because I was doing it for a decade, but I do enjoy it. So this isn't why I went live, so that I could talk about my mouse. Let's talk about my bird instead. He clearly wants attention. Do you want attention? Do you? Hi. How's it going? This is Rukia. For anybody who has never seen me live before, this is my little mascot, Rukia. He's 16 years old, and he is missing some feathers in areas, but it's because he's an old man, not because he's stressed or any of that. But he pretty much always hangs out with me. If you've seen me in my podcast interviews, a lot of my videos, Rukia tends to be somewhere on me. It's very rare that I do a video without him. I like to keep him with me at all times, but sometimes he misbehaves a little bit, and I have to send him off to go hang out in his cage because he'll be high maintenance for one reason or another. But like 98% of the time, he's an awesome little buddy and a great mascot. So today, I actually am coming live to talk about depression and anxiety. So there was a person in my Facebook group. I have a Facebook group called Mental Health Support for Professionals and Entrepreneurs. If you guys don't know me and you don't know about what I do, my name is obviously, if you're on my page, you can see my name, but I'm an executive coach. I've been working with professionals and entrepreneurs for about 10 years now. And I support professionals and entrepreneurs basically being able to really dismantle all societal programming and expectations and agendas, and to let go of the rat race and the chase and the programming that's telling them that to create happiness, that they need to amass as much money as they possibly can and create success. I have worked with multiple clients that have had a lot of success and wealth, and they're sitting with multi-millions in their bank account, and yet they're still very unhappy. I was actually watching, it was a special on Robbie Williams. And if you guys haven't seen the Robbie Williams special that came onto Netflix recently, I would absolutely implore you to check it out, because he talks about that. He was very, very famous at a young age. He joined a British group called Take That. And they were like a little boy band, right? And he became hugely like, I don't know, I think they were famous in North America as well as the UK. I'm just going to give my little bean a piece of paper to chew on, because he really likes to shred paper. So I'm going to give him a little piece of paper that he can shred over on the side and have some fun for himself, because that will keep my little bean entertained. So he was really, really famous at a very young age. And he also had a lot of money, and of course ended up with dealing with a lot of pressure. And I think twice throughout his life, if you look at the documentary, he ended up in rehab. Was it twice? I'm pretty sure it was twice. Could have been 3 times. But he's a really beautiful example through the story that he tells of how all of the money and the success and everything that we tell ourselves is going to create that happiness for us ultimately actually doesn't. And that true happiness and inner peace comes from really understanding who you are, walking a path to reconcile your childhood and past experiences. And this is something that you don't just want to do the work on when it comes to reconciling your past, but you want to continue doing the work. I have clients that I've done the work with, and then they go out and they experience new things that create trapped emotion and programs and things that they need to work through. So once you get with the program and you understand how to work with your mind and how to process experiences that you deal with and how to update your mental operating system and how to release trapped emotion that's not serving you, you want to continue doing the work and stay on the path, because a part of experiencing this human life is about experiencing pain. We hurt to learn to expand. This is the human experience. Okay. So I'm about teaching you the process. Hello. I'm about teaching you the process, helping you to master your own your mental operating system, helping you to learn how to own your power, how the whole process works, and in working with me, learning how to master it, so that by the time you are graduating the program with me, you are like pretty much like a majority, I would say, resolved. It takes, a long time to do the work. I feel like I'm going to sneeze, you guys. It takes some time to get the resolution. And then even still, I've found in doing the work that there's like a time and a place that certain tripwires happen, that things will come up and you can't seem to proactively hit that. But that's a whole other topic. What I want to impart to you is that you don't just pop a pill. You don't just go and see a coach for like a few months and then everything is resolved. You get with the program and then you're doing the work for the rest of your life. You live your life for the rest of your life. Now you're going to learn how to optimize living your life for the rest of your life. Does that make sense? So let's now talk about anxiety and depression. What is it? Now, if you talk to a doctor, if you talk to an allopathic practitioner, they're going to tell you that it's a chemical imbalance in the brain. And then they're going to give you some type of chemical balancer, right? Now, they're not necessarily wrong in saying that there's a chemical imbalance. There is something going on neurologically that has created an imbalance, and it does need to be balanced. However, their solution is to balance it using chemicals, right? Now, that is just a Band-Aid, because the chemical imbalance has happened as a result of a catalyst. The chemical imbalance is not the core issue. The chemical imbalance is a symptom of something that's gone on that has created the chemical imbalance. And if you only treat the symptom and the core is still there unresolved, then guess what? You just have to keep sticking Band-Aids on it over and over and over again, because the catalyst that created the imbalance will always and forever be there, which is why people stay on medication for the rest of their lives. Thank you, Troy. Okay. So I am not here to naysay the doctors. And I want to make it very clear that I am not a doctor. I am a practitioner. I am an expert. But I specifically chose not to get those 2 letters in front of my name. I have letters behind my name. Okay. So let's now look at the core issue, the catalyst, the reason that this is a thing in the first place. Okay. Now, I think most of you guys that either struggle with depression or anxiety or know somebody that struggles with depression or anxiety understands that there was an event or multiple events that happened that then led to the depression and anxiety. Yeah? You guys with me? You might remember it. You might not remember it. But there is a core event or events that have happened that have created this mindset. I think we can all be in alignment on that, right? I'm going to take a sip of tea while you agree with me. So, the depression and anxiety, and let's just add PTSD to the mix because why not? They're all very similar, shows up because it is your mind's way of working with you. This is the brilliance of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind knows why you're here on the planet. It knows why you are what it is that you're supposed to be doing in this life. Okay? You are here to hurt, to learn, to expand. There are things that you are able to learn being in this matrix, being in this world, being on this planet, whatever you want to call it, being in this life, that you were not able to experience in the state that you were in before you came into this life. Okay? And you wanted to be in this experience in order to be able to learn from a perspective that you did not have before you came to this matrix. The weak, frail human body that you have allows you to be hurt in so many ways, to learn to expand. Yeah. And the frailty that you have being born in a place where you are forced to look to an external source to survive, to live, to thrive, forces you to look externally and puts you in a place where you then are seeking everything from an outside source so you can be rejected and wounded and hurt and broken in so many ways. Does it mean ultimately that you can't overcome that? Well, there's many people, including me, who do overcome that. And when you work with me, you learn how to become psychologically and emotionally impenetrable. You do not need to continue looking to an outside source for acceptance and love and validation. You can shift that. Another topic, though. So the mind understanding that you are here to hurt, to learn, to expand, understands that there's work that needs to be done when you experience hurt and trauma and experiences that you're supposed to learn from. And what do we typically do when we have experiences that aren't so fun in life? We run away. We bury it. We ignore it. We walk away from it. We move on. Right? Not the plan. That is not the plan. The plan is to actually be with it, to run into it, to honor it, to hold space for it, to learn the lessons, to forgive, to heal, to expand, to step into a greater divine purpose. The pain creates awareness, which then creates desire, which creates change and expansion. Think about the things that you've experienced in your life that has brought extreme hardship. I'm going to tell you right now, that's why I'm here talking about this right now. Because I experienced extreme hardship in my childhood, which created a desire to learn and heal and expand, which created a desire to help others, which is why it is my life's path to flood the earth with love, which is why it is my life's path to coach, to guide, to teach. I wouldn't be in this passionate mindset if it wasn't for the pain that I had experienced in my childhood. So the mind understanding the purpose will create things like anxiety, PTSD, depression, to paralyze you, to slow you down. It is trying to tell you that there is an experience that you need to revisit. There is an incongruent vibration that needs to be honored and released. There is work, healing, expansion, forgiving that needs to be done. And your mind is actually assisting you in doing so by slowing you down. So this is actually not something that you want to run away from or medicate or shut down. You actually want to stop and listen. You actually want to stop and honor it. You actually want to hold space for it and allow yourself to feel the feelings. And then you're going to walk through a process where you are going to ask yourself, what's coming up right now? What am I so afraid of? What am I so sad about? What am I so terrified of? What is stopping me in my tracks? Get a journal, get a pen, start writing. It will come out. Your mind wants to tell you. Now, I specialize in helping you to reconcile that. Okay. So when that all surfaces, it's my job to actually help you to learn how to actually process and release that. When you properly hold space for and you process and release and forgive and expand, then you don't have to revisit the anxiety or depression again. If you keep holding on to whatever it is that's creating the anxiety and depression, you don't release it, then you're going to keep reliving it like a broken record because your mind will not free you until you do the work, because it knows why you're here. It knows the greater agenda that you had for yourself before you came down into this life. So you've got two options. Medicate, put the Band-Aid on over and over and over again, but continue with a gaping wound. Or do the work and hold space and honor what your mind is doing to assist you in healing and expanding, and then heal the wound and never revisit it again. I feel like the option you should choose is pretty darn clear. It's just, unfortunately, the way this world works, this isn't just a readily available solution. This is a solution that I created in doing the work with my clients for the last decade. Okay. So there is a practitioner standing in front of you that does this work to gain resolution for clients. Who else does this and understands the mental operating system and how it functions and how to help you to master your own operating system and how to rewire your neurological pathways and how to release the energy of the trauma that's no longer serving you and do all of that work? I don't know. But I know I'm here doing it. And I want you to understand that your mind isn't working against you. And the chemical imbalance is not the thing to focus on. The catalyst, the true cause, the root cause is the thing you want to focus on. Now, I want to let you guys know that I have co-authored a book that is coming out. It is in the process of being edited. It is called The Ultimate Guide to Overcome Anxiety. Now, I am focusing on the emotional and psychological and spiritual, okay? And my co-author focuses on the physiological. He's a mineral expert, and he deals with a lot of people that come with humor is a great tool. Troy, humor is a great tool. I fully agree with you. I love humor, which is why I've been with a partner for the last 10 years who makes me laugh every day. So my book, The Ultimate Guide to Overcome Anxiety, is a beautiful symphony of honoring all aspects of self, utilizing two different experts that can help you to gain resolution and take control of your depression and anxiety. And if you want to learn more and you want to sign up for that, I will make sure that you have a link to do so. I'll post maybe a video or something like that, because right now the only thing that I have, which is in the link in my bio, is for my program that I'm going to be launching tomorrow. But I'm going to put in my live that I'm doing right now on my social media. We've got the link right there. Sign up to find out when it's going live. And I do have the code. There we go. So this is the code for anxiety. Hold on. There There we go. There's the book. So if you scan the QR code, I'm live in 2 different places, you guys. If you guys scan the QR code, a page will come up where you can sign up for the Ultimate Guide to Overcome Anxiety. Okay. Again, I'm just going through the process of receiving feedback right now from people that actually do struggle from that, and getting testimonials to ensure that this book is something that can be claimed to be the ultimate guide to overcome anxiety. I don't feel that I have a right to make that claim unless I can effectively help people, which I've been doing for 10 years. And this book will continue to do so. And I'm very excited to see this book come out. So make sure that you sign up to find out when this is coming out. Now, the other thing that I am going to be releasing is my emotional integration system. Tomorrow, I am going to be doing a live where I am going to be releasing, for the first time in 10 years of doing the work that I do, I'm going to be releasing my energy integration system. And that's not even spelled right. That's so funny. I put my, let me just quickly change that, because I'm live and I can make random changes. Oops. There we go. Okay. We're saving it and then we're putting it live. Our live shopping got technical hiccup. Why are you saying technical hiccup? Okay, fine. Then we're just going to take that part down. We'll leave the book thing up and the sign up thing is there. So we're good to go. So I'm going to take this down so that we're not like completely overwhelmed with all the stuff. But tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to be launching my program that I have been doing with my clients in my treatment room. And then obviously since COVID online for the last decade, to get my clients that I work with, which are professionals and entrepreneurs, the resolution that I'm talking about when it comes to depression and anxiety. But I also help and support them in their professional careers. I help them create separation between their personal and their professional careers. I support people when it comes to their romantic relationships. I'm actually a best-selling author on relationships. This book is called Create a Healthy Romantic Relationship, and it came out in January and was a best-selling author best-selling book within 24 hours of it coming out. So I help you with your spirituality. I support you with reclaiming your sexuality. I help you to map out your relationship with abundance. People that I work with, some of them are very successful and they're very isolated and they don't know who to trust, and they don't know how to create really fulfilling relationships because everybody's strategizing to use them for what they can get from them. I've been recording videos and stuff all day, so I feel like I'm starting to trip on my words. So really, whatever it is that you have in that heart of hearts, those dreams, those goals, if you haven't invested in them, if there's a puzzle piece missing in your life that you want resolution on, if you feel like your brain is in control and you're at odds with it and you don't know how to work with it, if there's unresolved trauma that you haven't resolved from your past that you're holding on to, if you are looking for a safe space to confide things that maybe you wouldn't want to confide anywhere else, and maybe you're a professional and there would be potential consequences if it got out and you need a safe space to talk about those things, you're going to want to show up for this live. I'm going to be talking about my program, the clients that I work with, and specifically the program and what it does for you. And I'm going to walk through the program step by step so that you can learn more about what it is that I've been doing for the last decade, what I've been developing for the last decade. And I want you guys to understand that this is not about me. This is not about me just giving you frameworks and then walking away laughing to the bank. I'm doing what I am doing because I am here to serve with love. I am here to flood the earth with love. And the way that I'm going to do that is by working with clients, teaching them to stand in their power and create a beautiful life in service of themselves, and one person at a time. That is going to happen through the butterfly effect. It is my passion to see everyone in this life doing the things that make their soul sing. That's what matters to me more than anything else. I'm here to serve. I will dig into your life and find out what matters to you, what your goals and dreams are, what you want to accomplish in this life, what it is that's going to make you feel fulfilled at the end of the day, what it is that's going to make you say at the end of your life, I lived a good life, I can go now. If you're not doing that, if you're working a job every day that makes you miserable and you want to do more, then invest in yourself to create a change. You don't have to be stuck with golden handcuffs. You can do something that makes you happy. And I know that we live in a time that is phenomenally challenging. However, there is always a way to create change. And when you have an effective executive coach that you can work with that can help you to make those changes, you've got somebody powerful in your back pocket that will support you and help you map out a path to create change. Because on your own, if you could do it, you would have done it, right? However, for some reason, this world, the way that we're programmed, the way we function, doesn't allow for us to actually sit back and dismantle every aspect of our lives and redesign it all. And yet, that is the work that my clients do with me in the treatment room. They dismantle everything and fully redesign their life in every aspect. So they create a life in service of themselves and their dreams and in service of those they love. And that makes their soul sing. And it makes mine in turn sing as well. That's what brings happiness to me, is seeing these beautiful people who come to me and learn how to stand in their power and learn how to step into their dreams and learn how to do what makes them happy and let go of the agendas that everybody else has for them and create their own agenda. And many people don't even know what their agenda is or what they even want before they start working with me, because they've never even asked themselves the question. They don't give themselves space to do so. But when you have a cheerleader that creates space for you to do the work, has frameworks and teachings for you to walk through, and then shows up with unconditional love to guide you, to see you expand, amazing things happen. Amazing things happen. So if you want to learn a little bit more about the work that I've been doing for the last decade of my life, literally the last decade of my life, and seeing people transform in massive, massive ways, then come and play with me tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is either click on the link right there or scan the link right there. Click on the link in my bio up here and sign up. And I am going to do my absolute best to map out what I have been doing for the last 10 years for you guys. And I hope to see as many of you there as possible saying yes, so that you can create the best 2024 yet. 2024 could be your best year. This could be the year that you show up for yourself and create change. It's up to you to decide what 2024 is going to be. It is up to you. And if you have a beautiful executive coach that's by your side, guiding your path, somebody who's unconditionally, lovingly cheerleading you along your path and using proof of concept teachings intellectual property that has never been shared public before, but will for the first time starting tomorrow. It could change everything. Absolutely everything. So sign up. Come hang out with me tomorrow in about 24 hours, 24 and a half hours. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys there, and I'm looking forward to sharing my life's work with you. This is my life's work. I hope that what I've shared with you has been supportive. And if you yourself are struggling with depression or anxiety and you want to book a free call with me to have a conversation with me about how I can support you with that, please feel free to book a call. I would encourage you to sign up for the webinar and watch that. And you're going to be given a link at the end of the webinar to book a call with me. And I want you to know that regardless of where you're at financially, I've got different tiers so I can meet you where you're at. Okay. This isn't just like one program that I'm selling at one price, and if you can't afford it, you're screwed. I've put together different tiers and payment plans and everything like that to suit everybody. So if your soul is singing and you want to learn more, don't let the financial block be the thing that stops you. Okay. Show up tomorrow and see what happens. Get the information. It never hurts to be informed. It never hurts to get the information, right? You decide what you want to do from there. I'm not going to be doing a sales job tomorrow. Just so you know, I am not going to be doing a big pitch at the end of the webinar. If you find that the program that I am talking about makes your soul sing and makes you want to get to know me and what I do, then we will book a one-on-one call and I will tell you what your options are. So don't worry about coming to a webinar where I'm not going to teach anything and you're just going to have to deal with a big, huge pitch. That's not what's going to happen. Okay. So I got to get back to work to prepare. But I really hope to see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Because I am here to flood the earth with love. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to support you. That's what I desire more than anything else. It's to see you all thrive. And I've spent the last decade focusing on that. So I might know a couple of things that could help you. And you just get so much further in life when you have an unconditionally loving cheerleader showing up for you, supporting you, than you do trying to do it on your own. Because you don't know what you don't know. And if you already knew what you needed to do, you would have done it already, right? So come find out what I'm up to tomorrow. See what's what. If you're not doing anything tomorrow at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, come hang out. Okay, guys. I got a bunch of work I got to do to prepare for this launch tomorrow. Sign up, scan the QR code, sign up, and come and see me tomorrow. Come and see me and Rukia tomorrow. Are you going to come hang out with me, Rukia? Do you want to hang out? I think he wants to hang out. Do you guys want to hang out? Let's hang out tomorrow and discuss how we can make 2024 our best year yet, shall we? I love and appreciate each and one of you. I appreciate you for showing up and listening to me. And again, I hope to see you tomorrow where I'm going to share my life's work, which isn't about me. It's all about you. Okay, guys, have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. Mwah. Bye.